Shout out to Dibjit Pol Photography and BBC Earth for this amazing bird that I did on my live stream on my YouTube. So he kind of has like some fur, not fur, but this is very clean, but I want to put in some of that texture. So an easy way to do that is to just use Smudge, and I'm going to use Graffiti Brush, which is essentially just, I'll show you what Graffiti Brush looks like as a brush. So this is what it looks like as a brush. And the other brush that I'm going to use to smudge is Sketchmaster 1. So that looks like this as a brush. So pretty standard brushes. You can download mine in the description. So what I'm going to do, this is already flat. I've already flattened it. So I am just going to use this and I'm going to smudge this fur in. But you want this fur to be realistic. So what I'm going to do is just go in the same direction that I want the fur to be. So every time I'm smudging, I'm going in a certain direction. That's very, very important. I can lower the opacity of this brush a little bit, just to kind of take a little bit of strength off of it. Okay. And I also want to make sure to sort of carry the color that's along the edges. So all of this color, I want to make sure that I'm carrying that forward so everything is still even. And I'm going really, really lightly. I don't want to use too much pressure. And it will feel kind of weird using the smudge brush so much. So this is a good first layer, but then I'm going to go to Sketchmaster 1 because it's a smaller brush, and I'm going to do the same thing, but essentially I am refining that smudge so that it looks smoother. And one thing that I'm also going to do is I'm going to go back on itself. So instead of smudging this way, I'm also going to smudge back. And it's important I go over the whole edge with a smaller brush smudge. That way it doesn't look so like if you just use a simple smudge and you don't sort of work in that fine edge, it starts to just look very smudgy. Like it just doesn't look realistic, to me at least. So I go in and really, really push the edges of that smudge brush. And then we get down here, when it sort of like changes and curves in the skin, then I'll sort of just go back and forth until it looks smooth. And it's the same thing with this line. I don't want this line to be super I don't want it to be super even. So I'm making sure to sort of some of these strokes I'm going to go further than that line. And same thing in the opposite direction. Just going to add a few that are longer so it's not so uniform. And actually I'm going to go back to Graffiti Brush and I'm just going to add some here as well. Because even though I don't want to make part of it furry, but I don't want to make it, I want it to be even. So if I'm making the front part sort of furry, then I want to sort of smooth this out and just sort of make it look like it's furry as well. I think this is fine. I could do this line as well, but I think that actually looks fine. I'm happy with that. Just do a few extra just for good measure. And I'm happy with that. So that kind of just gives it a little bit of texture and kind of keeps the fur looking nice and natural. All right, I had fun drawing this guy last night. All right, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this helps smudge away. It's really fun once you sort of get the hang of it. The most important thing is going in the direction of the fur. You want to have a really clear direction that you're moving in, and be sure to like kind of change it up as you go around. See, as I go around, I'm sort of pushing everything in the direction of the fur. So that's very important. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. See, now I'm seeing other things that I have to fix, but this can go on forever. Again, shout out to Jepjit Paul Photography and BBC Earth. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at DrugFreeDave. And don't forget to join my private Facebook group, Procreate Tutorials and Guidance. Check me out on Facebook. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And as always, keep drawing, and I'll see you in the next video.